All right, everyone, here we go with the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Big reading, big energy, lots of change, signals change. Get on board with the change. It's beautiful energy. It's absolutely terrific. I'm not going to dwell on it too much. Change is a word that, well, I tried to think of all kinds of ways I could phrase it and this and that. Change. There's life before the eclipse and life after it. And I've said that before, but it's never been bigger than what it is right now. I've got a pre-shuffle here. We're going to talk about it. I don't know what's going to come up in this reading. I don't know if I'm pulling a reading that's primarily focused on you or incoming energies, how they relate to you. We're just going to let the universe give us what it gives us. All right? That's it. It's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you. Doesn't matter what your sign is. Straight up energy reading. If you're here for a reason. It could just be one thing I say. It's timeless. These changes will affect all of you at different times. Although, quite frankly, with the first week of the eclipse, first week or two after it, very, very strong, very powerful energy. Enough to light a city for a decade kind of power. Lots of power. All right? Let's see where we go here. I asked the universe to give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the new moon, solar eclipse. All right, here we go. Here's the surface energy. 3 of Cups. Crossed by the moon. You knew that had to come up, right? A long, dormant, this applies to you, it applies to incoming energies, it applies to everybody. Long, dormant emotions. Very emotional. Long, dormant emotions come to the surface in this, okay? In this energy. It allows you to make new plans, right? And I'm going to say this, the way this feels, this is an energy that gives you something to believe in. Okay, I called it a muse at times, but it gives you something to believe in with that 2 of Wands there. And allows for new beginnings, right? With the 3 of Pentacles, a card we can't escape. It just keeps coming up. It's tied a lot to the eclipse. And bookending the 3 of Cups proves what the moon crossing it said with the 4 of Swords. Long dormant emotions come to the surface. They get lit up just enough. Not too much. The moon only lights things partially. Not too much that you won't be able to deal with it. Okay? And that applies to both sides of the soulmate cycle. All right? Let's go. Let's go. You will have to face some fears in this energy, sure. But there isn't fear inherent within the energy. So, that's a plus. That's what I mean by it's nothing you can't handle. It's nothing the incoming energies can't handle either on the DM side. Let's shuffle the deck. It's first card out before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? Let's go. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Let's go. Let's see where we're at here. Okay. Yeah. Told you it's powerful. It's a Hierophant. Told you. I'm drawn to the key that the raven is holding. Okay? This unlocks something. It gives you something to believe in. Well, this is a very religious card, isn't it? People believe in religion, right? They have faith, they believe, right? Yeah, I'm right. I'm just riffing on the energy. That's all I'm going to do here. All right? The energy holds a key to change something that's been stuck for a long time for a good number of you and the incoming energies. What comes after the cut? Page of Swords. Wow. A chance to resolve some disappointments. I told you guys this, and I think it was a soulmate journey reading where the universe just wanted to talk to the DF side. It was really just an excuse for it to, right? And I said it's about, well, it may have been that reading, it may have been another one. Something about disappointments that's what you need to look at, okay? And that's what the incoming energy is going to be looking at too. Where we've sold ourselves short. Where we've let ourselves down, right? Very spiritual, very powerful with that Hierophant there. That's the key. The key is in the disappointments. Right? Long held back emotions are going to come out. It's a very emotional eclipse for sure. It will be. Okay. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see where we go. Whoa. Cards here. Cards. Come on now. Whew. 6 of Pentacles just tried to fly out. I caught it in midair. All right, universe, let's do it. Give me a reading. Give me the soulmate cycle, the influence of the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Let's go. And like I said, I don't know if it wants to talk about you or incoming energies, the DM side, or how it relates to you. I don't know. I've left it open to the universe to just bring in what it wants to bring in. All right. The overall energy of the reading comes from the pre-shuffle. It's the moon fueled by the Two of Wands. Wow. Yeah, it's everything I already said. I've already said it. All right. So there you go. Things are going to be lit up. Things that may have held you back, they no longer do. Making plans. Gives you something to believe in, for sure. Okay. We got a couple of cards from the pre-shuffle that are likely to come back, so I'm just going to throw some cards here. This is one of those readings where when something like that happens, the universe just wants me to lay the reading down. So that's what I'm going to do. Everything is connected here in a big way. So this is the soulmate energies around you. This is the 3D energies around you. This is your soul. This is the hidden energy message from the universe read with the soulmate energies around you. And this is the potential final outcome for you. So let's just lay them down. 3 of Pentacles. Or three of Cups. Sorry. But it feels like a 3 of Pentacles. It might be. It might be very liberating. Ace of Wands. 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, and a Knight of Wands. Wow. This is brave. Well, let's start with the final outcome. I mean, we're talking about a Knight of Wands read with an Ace of Wands. Okay? We're talking about new beginnings on crack. Here, big time. Brave actions forward, for sure. That's great. That's terrific. You probably have energies coming towards you as well. Okay, because this is kind of both. I mean, I read it out like it was all you, but it's you in relation to incoming energies coming at you. So, let's go. 3 of Cups, the soulmate energies around you. Both sides, very emotional. A lot of emotions, things coming up, and communication. In this case, I'm drawn to the birds. The strongest card of communication for me in the Minor Arcana, better than the 8 of Wands. Over here, the Ace of Wands, the 3D energies around you, new beginnings popping off all over the place. Like fireworks going off. Okay? Big time. We'll find out more when we clarify. I'm going to clarify, throw some universe cards at the end. And yeah, of course we're going to fucking extend it. This is a powerful reading. This is powerful. 5 of Swords in your soul energy. Why you're emotional? Why? Because both sides of the soulmate cycle find out where they sold themselves short. It's what the cut cards told us. All right? The message from the universe, the 8 of Pentacles, it's unavoidable. You won't be able to ignore it. You won't be able to distract yourself from it. You will look at this stuff. That's why I said, and I phrased it this way in my monthly write-up, my April write-up in the blog. I said, change is coming. Get on board. You know, you just deal with it. Just flow with it. Accept that. We don't control it. Final outcome, forward movement. All right? Now we'll find out what's coming towards you. And we'll find out what this 5 of Swords is about. Let's talk to the witches. 3 of Cups. Tell me about it. Tell me about the 3 of Cups. Powerful. This is powerful. When we see where we've let ourselves down on our soul's true purpose, this ties to everything that's come before it, you know. And obviously for the incoming energies, 5 of Swords. Again, see, very emotional about where they've let themselves down. Very, very powerful. Let's go. Why is the 3 of Cups here? Tell me about it. The environmental energy around the 3 of Cups. These are the soulmate energies around you, and that's you. That's the Empress. Wow. Wow. That's huge transformation. That's you transforming into She-Hulk, male or female. I mean, it really is. It's powerful. These are powerful emotions. The Empress is here in the environmental energy to show me how strong these emotions are. But they're also very controllable. And you will have to face some fears, but there's no fear inherent in the energy. The Empress proves that. The Empress isn't afraid to dig deep. Okay? Wow. Wow. And it also tells me that the incoming energies, the DM side, are very emotional about you. And that's primarily what this 5 of Swords is in the soul, where they shortchange themselves. What's on top? 2 of Wands. Of course. Came up in the pre-shuffle. 2 of Wands. Making plans. In fact, it's here. It's with the moon. There it is in the overall energy. A part of our overall energy is showing up in the reading. Yeah. You will do something about it. The Empress isn't afraid to look deep, feel, see where they're shortchanged, and then do something about it. Set some intentions. The universe is like, this is unavoidable. You know, it really is. You're not going to be able to distract yourselves from it. But it's important work. If you put in the work, right, the 8 of Pentacles, card of a worker, you get to go to the 9 of Pentacles. Retirement, if you will. Liberation, freedom, all of that. 2 of Wands, why is it here? The Wheel of Fortune. These are game-changing. This is huge. This is huge. 10. It's a 10 in the major arcana. 10s are the end, dead end that lead to new beginnings. Don't even think you know what kind of change is happening. Don't even think. There's life before this eclipse and there's life after it. Your soulmate energies around you, totally, you might be attracting somebody who once ran from you, but you'll also be attracting new types of energies. Things you might not have ever had access to before, right? Don't be afraid to look at it. Don't be afraid to let this energy flow. Let's talk about the Ace of Wands. New beginnings, passionate new beginnings popping off all around you. It's that energy here. It's something to believe in. You feel good in this energy. You feel optimistic in this energy. There's a lot of optimism here. There's a lot of feel-good energy here. There's a lot of fire in the belly here. There's a lot of passion here. Something to believe in is what this eclipse provides. If you allow the energies to flow. If you fight this energy, you're just shortchanging yourself. That's all. You know, we have to be careful not to become cynical in life. We have to be very careful about that. Let's go. Why is the... and things don't happen always very fast. Things flow along. Just flow with the energy. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Card we can't escape. 3 of Pentacles. Also part of the pre-shuffle. From another deck, of course. Yeah. New beginnings, good ones. I mean, this is feel-good energy. These are things that you feel are solid. And you're just bravely going towards them. Now again, this ties to the incoming energies too. It's a 2 for a reading. So they're also doing that, oddly enough. But primarily, the universe wants to talk about the DF side here with that Empress showing up there. What's on top? The King of Cups. Control of your emotions. You're in complete control of your emotions here. Also, someone attached to you in the 3D wants to tell you how they feel in this energy. They want to. There's sadness attached to that with the incoming energy. And this energy flows from here to here. But for you, it's just a beautiful feeling. You feel in complete control. You are embodying the King of Cups. Why is the King, the true King of Cups, not that stingy one? Why is the King of Cups here? Ace of Pentacles. See? 2 aces. Ace of Pentacles, the most solid new beginning in the tarot. This is a big energy. It's a big fucking energy of change. I mean, I can't even believe how this reading is falling. I mean, my God, it's unreal. Okay? So, this is, again, it's an energy, if I'm to sum it up, that gives you, in real life, in the 3D, something to believe in. And it's because of these feelings. And these feelings actually feel good. Because of that Empress energy there, you're able to deal with it. It's nothing you can't handle. Like I said, there's no fear inherently built into the energy. It's a very optimistic energy. What? 5 of Swords, why is it here? Why is the 5 of Swords here? Ten Swords. Both sides, DM, DF, are putting 10. The environmental energy is 10 sides, 10 swords, 10 sides, 10 swords, whatever you want to say, in this. The environmental energy is, I'm not, it's like saying, I'm no longer shortchanging myself. I'm done with false victories. I know what I feel, and I'm going for it. And it changes everything once you do that in this energy. Change. It's huge energy of change. The Wheel of Fortune coming out there is an amazing omen. What's on top? 3 of Cups. These cards bookend these cards. That's a 3 of Cups. That's a 3 of Cups. Again, very emotional about the negative side. But you may have to face some fears. Both sides of the soulmate cycle, very emotional. Very almost, you might talk to yourself, or you might talk to other people about it as well, but just very emotional about where we've gone wrong. Roads we didn't take that we should have, etc. Get a chance to take them again. Why is the 3 of Cups here? The Hierophant. The card before the cut. Why we're here. Came out in the soul position. This is powerful. These are powerful changes. You become something else. Your life has the potential, after this eclipse, to become something else. Okay? For some of you, it's very small. You might be fine with, I'm fine with my life, Steve. No. Fine. It could be just a small thing. But for some of you, it's huge. You're changing your whole lifestyle, your whole approach to life. The opportunity is there to do that if that's something you feel you need. Allow the feelings to flow. On the DM side, same thing. There's this almost waking up with this optimistic kind of view of I can do it. I can become something else. Again, something to believe in. Energy keeps coming up here. This is powerful. It's fantastic. You don't have to do anything. The energy is there. All you have to do is feel what you feel. Allow yourself to feel what you feel. It might be negative sometimes. You might be fear sometimes. Allow it to flow. That's all you have to do. There's no magic here. Okay? Let's talk to the universe. Let's talk to the fickle old gal. 8 of Pentacles. It's unavoidable. If you do that, you will flow to the 9 of Pentacles for sure. What's the environmental energy around this? What do you want to tell everybody here, universe? What's going on? Tell me more about this 8 of Pentacles energy. All right? Tell me. Okay. All right. Yeah. 3 of Swords. Again, a lot of what you'll feel will be pain. And I talked about this. I think it was the thank you reading for April. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't matter. Some reading that you probably watched. I think it was the thank you reading. We talked about this. This energy, these feelings that flow, allow both sides to work on whatever this 3 of Swords is that's been holding them back. And I know on the for you, we talked about it in the thank you reading. For the DM side, I know this 3 of Swords is a lot of how they live their life. It's against their soul's true purpose. That's why the 5 of Swords is there. It's there for a milder reason for you. We talked about it, right? Feelings that are flowing of where you've shortchanged, all of that. But for them, for the DM side, it's huge to deal with this. And they're going to have to. They can't distract themselves from it. These feelings are going to flow. If you fight it, then it's a self-fulfilling prophecy of this. You're going to feel sad, depressed, or like, again, you're just shortchanging yourself again. So some of them will fight it, and some of them will end up there. But it's very difficult to. These feelings are really going to flow. All right? What's on top? Temperance. I mean, need I say more? It's healing through truth. If you allow the feelings to flow, there's a lot of healing here that can happen. And that healing then propels you forward very fast. Very fast. You will take advantage of many of these new beginnings that are popping off. And if it doesn't work, whatever, boom, you just change direction real quick. Right? It's wild. It's really activating that Mercury retrograde energy where we talked about paths that weren't taken, right? It's never too late to be what you might have been. That same energy is here, but with a great deal of can-do optimism attached to it. Why is Temperance here? 9 Swords. Yeah. 9 Swords is red with the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel turns everything here. You might get anxious about it, but if you do, remind yourself that Archangel Michael is with you, right? Truth, healing through truth. Archangel Michael, I always say, you walk into a bar with Archangel Michael, you could be a tiny little 4'10", 90-pound person. Nobody gonna fuck with you. You could say whatever you want. This is powerful energy. The universe has your back. Remind yourself of that, and you won't have the sleepless nights that go with it. The DM side, lots of sleepless nights, and they're not gonna like it. It's really gonna hammer home and focus down on that 5 of Swords. And where they went wrong. Now, final outcome. What can you expect from this energy? Well, Knight of Wands, I could say on your side, forward movement. Massive forward movement. Huge forward movement. On the incoming energy side, I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do. I can't predict free will. But I could tell you, I would certainly, if I had to pin it down, I would say I would expect communication. from somebody who feels bad, disappointed by who they were. It's a chance to become someone new. Your life becomes something else if you allow this energy to flow. It is the last, there is nothing on the horizon, change-wise, that is as big as this eclipse. Okay? Which culminates around Saturn's, as I said in my write-up for April, culminates, it completes the circuit around the 19th when Saturn has its semi-sextile with the North Node of Destiny. All right? And there's a lot of destiny involved. There's a lot of nodal activity here playing out all through this. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. What's the final on this from my viewers? Tell me about it. Okay? What's the final on this? It's crossed by the King of Pentacles. Just a massive amount of contentment and stability is in the environment. In other words, there's confidence here. This is brave, impulsive actions usually, but you feel good about it. You know you're doing the right thing. You feel it and you do it, right? Same thing for the incoming energy, right? There's a confidence attached to this that isn't normally there. The energy itself has an inherent optimism to it. It's a feel-good type energy. Very strong. You won't see this again for a long time. What's on top? Knight of Cups. Incoming energy coming towards you. But I think it's more than one. I think anybody, I think new soul, after the eclipse, and I've talked about this in my April readings, I said April is a month where new soul recognitions happen. They pop off left and right. Okay? And I'm getting that here. The Knight of Cups on top of the Knight of Wands. It's a beautiful energy. There's confidence. I got kings here. I got the King of Pentacles, and I got a King of Cups over here. These cards are read together. I've got, you've got new soulmates that you're having new recognition with. You've got people around you holding on to feelings. Everybody is taking these brave actions. Why is the Knight of Cups here? King. I knew I had another king somewhere, right? I said I got kings, and then I said, oh, wow, I have 2 kings. No, I have 3 kings. That's who's coming in. The Burger King. Burger King energy. People that are normally in their ego, now all of a sudden put down the wand and pick up a cup. Those that flow with this energy. You may have a super fuckwit. If it's a runner you hear about, it's possible. And they try to fight this, and then they end up in 5 swords in the soul, and they just stay the Burger King. But I think for a good number of you, you've been waiting, and this card represents every energy on the DM side, not just your runner. The DM's problem is this energy of gotta have it their way, ego, too much ego, not enough soul, which is reflecting here, right? And what we have is we have something you've waited for a long time, finding out how somebody feels right here. These Knights of Wands rushing in on the order of this King of Wands right here. There's the Knight of Cups. And it's more than one. It really is. This is really a completed circuit on the soulmate cycle. I can't emphasize, though, how important this energy is for you. Don't look at it as, oh, wow, so I'm going to have these energies coming toward me, right? Big deal. That's like a cherry on top kind of a thing. What's really important here is what can happen to you in this energy. All right? And it's incredible if you take advantage of this change energy. It's here. Best get on board. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. This is terrific energy. The end result, if you don't, is this 5 of Swords where you'll feel you missed it. Right? Okay. That's nice. You know what? Let me clarify the King of Wands. Tell me about the King of Wands. Let's pull on the DM side real quick, because you showed up a lot here. And they're here too, but I was not surprised to see that. I felt another king there, and I even said it. Why is the Knight of Wands? Why is the King of Wands here? Well, that's good. That Freudian slip was good. That means this king, who usually stays in the throne, actually does something. If I Freudian slipped and called it the Knight of Wands, it's on top of a Knight of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here? Tell me about it. Tell me about the king, the Burger King. Tell me about the DM side in relation to this. Yeah. This energy is finally making a decision. I know that because it's read with a Knight of Cups and a Knight of Wands. Somebody here who's been holding on to your energy, lots of energies that have been holding on to your energy, are making some changes too. They're having the same epiphanies that you're having. All right? Keep that in mind. Now, they may react a little differently. I'm not saying somebody's changed. They're still reflecting as King of Wands, right? You know, but what's on top? The Four of Pentacles. Wow. They've been holding back. They've been holding on to your energy. Someone who's been holding on to your energy, holding on to it like a miser holds on to money, is now spending that energy. And they are. It's the Lovers. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? The Lovers. There you go. I just wanted to verify my read. That's all. There you go. There's a verification of my clarification. How about that? Two soulmates coming together here. Somebody here wants this. This is where they see they've I said this already in this reading. I said the DM side sees where they've shortchanged themselves as you, as your connection. And this applies to soulmates around you that are holding on to feelings and haven't told you how they feel. And this applies to new soul recognitions that you will have at post-eclipse. May not be all in April. Going to carry out for a while. This eclipse energy carries out a good 6 months for sure. And it's a strong one too. It's strongest in its first 4 to 6 weeks. I would say 2 to 6 weeks. It's strongest. Right? There you go. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. All right. Powerful reading. I knew it would be. And this does not surprise me one bit. What else you want to tell everybody before I go pull some wicked voodoo on this? You don't see a devil on the table, do you? There's an angel right there. That tells me there was. I got a King of Wands. Always the DM side reflecting is this, who's now a Knight of Cups. Fueled by a Knight of Wands and a King of Pentacles of some assurance. And you've waited a long time for anything to come towards you. New soulmates, new recognitions, a runner, whatever it is. It's more than one energy. It's happening on a global scale. Okay? You'll see it play out in societal energies too. People will finally change their mind and see where they've short-cheated themselves. There's going to be a lot of changes happening here. There's no doubt. Those that fight it will get left behind. We don't control the energy that comes in. There's no need to take offense by that. I always get people that say, I don't want to live in a universe where I have to be at its will or whatever. Good Lord. You know, you don't control the universe. You're a tiny little human. And I wrote a whole article in my blog that explains how small our energy is in the universe. How insignificant the energy is. How arrogant of humans to think we're that important. I'm sorry if that flies in the face of somebody's beliefs, but it's a very small energy. We don't control the energies that come in. We get our power through our free will from being able to control how we react to it. All right? And that's why that little lesson is important. What's happening here is I see somebody reacting nicely to it for a change. What else you want to tell everybody, universe? Well, this card wants to come out. It's a King of Pentacles. So we'll take it as a fourth card. It's a Ten of Pentacles. He holds the pentacle of the Ten of Pentacles. The World, the most powerful card I could pull. Giant butterfly of transformation. The Two of Pentacles there. And Ace of Cups. Basically, it's everything I've said to you laid out in cards. That's the final message from the universe to you. Change is happening whether we like it or not. All right? It is for your greater good. You can attain things you never thought you could if you flow with this energy. It's all rooted in emotion. On both sides, that emotion has to do with where you've let yourself down or disappointments. Where maybe you're doing things just to please other people. Things we talked about in previous readings, like the Mercury retrograde reading, for example. All of those readings are important. Every reading since the last eclipse, including the last eclipse that leads up to this, is important. You have to take everything I said and add it to this reading because this is powerful. And I think you come out of it really making choices, right, based on you knowing your value and your self-worth. Your worth, okay? You're the 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. You're the shit. You're making very stable new choices. And each choice you make brings great change. So you want to be very careful about the choices you make. You don't want to overthink them, and you don't want to overfeel them, but understand that the choices you make have a long, rippling butterfly effect on a high level here, okay? But there's nothing here that you can't handle. There's nothing you can't handle. In fact, the energy comes in, these emotions, they, in spite of the fact they might be a little bit on the negative side where you're looking at places you've disappointed and all that, it comes in under a warm glow, sort of almost like a moonlight kind of a thing, okay? So it's nothing you can't handle. How this relates to energies coming towards you, lots of new love opportunities coming towards you, and that applies to, it can apply to a runner. All of the energies, the incoming energies that are coming towards you are making new choices under this energy. Some of them will, however, the ones that are intimidated by you on some level, because your vibration is going up even more here if you flow with this energy, some will just hold on to your energy and get stuck in neutral, so to speak. Some will, okay? But it doesn't matter. You're attracting a lot of new love in this energy if you go with it. And this World card represents the new era that we're entering here. And it's crossing a base energy of the Ten of Pentacles. That's pretty amazing. All right? That's pretty amazing. Now, I'm going to go pull and extend it on this. And I'm going to focus prime. I'll open with you. I'll pull on you again. We'll see if we get some details and blah, blah, blah. But I want to see what's going on here with this King of Wands. And I'm going to go to town on it. All right? I'm going to find out. See what's happening in their life. See what's happening with this energy. Because this is different energy. This is, don't assume you know what's going to happen here. Or assume that, oh, it's just going to be this or that. This is a very big energy. All right? Keep that in mind. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, the link is in the description at the top. We'll go a little deeper here and we'll see what we can get. We'll dig into the world too. It's interesting that that came out here crossing the Ten of Pentacles. We'll see what the universe means by that. We'll go a little deeper. Okay? That said, if you want the extended, the link's in the description. I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.